What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And today we're talking about the one and only Pat Riley and how he continues to lay it to that boy, LeBron James, 9 years later after he has departed from the Miami Heat. But before we get into that video, I want to give a huge shout out to my subscribers. Thank you guys for watching the content. And if you're stopping by to watch the videos, man, hit the subscribe button. I'm really trying to get my subscribers up. And I really appreciate y'all. I also went and added the subscribe button. So all you got to do is look to the right corner and hit that subscribe button. It costs you 1 second of your life, 1 second of y'all life. I'm waking up to give y'all this content. So the least y'all could do is hit the subscribe button for your boy. Whether or not you watch the videos, that's another topic. But back to the video. So we all know that it's no secret that Pat Riley doesn't have the best of, good feelings towards LeBron, right? We know that it's a bitter taste in his mouth when it comes to LeBron, Ramon, James. And I'm going to give y'all valid reason. First of all, the one reason I'm really making this video because I seen the quote and I was like, oh, okay, he made a quote saying that, Dwayne Wade is the greatest Heat or whatnot, the greatest Heat player, right? Do you guys know, right? I got these bronze sexuals at my neck. And they telling me that LeBron James was the greatest Heat player ever. And during that time he was with them. Now, he did take over and become the better player out of those two. But that's only because Dwayne Wade took a back seat. And I'm going to pull up some facts and reasons on why D-Wade is indeed the greatest Heat player of all time and not LeBron James, not y'all king, right? This post here comes from the Miami Herald. This is where Pat Riley speaks ahead of Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame moment. And he said, we're fused at the hip forever. Because one thing, Pat Riley played the game, right? He played it the right way. He played it in the old school era. He played when it was hip check, hand check. So he's really going to support any type of player that's under him that remain loyal, right? This may be taken as a jab at LeBron or not taken as a jab at LeBron, but I took it as a jab because, we're going to say what we got to say, right? To, fake the media, right? But let's read. He says, as a Heat player, Dwayne is the greatest player who ever put on a uniform for us. Riley said during a conference call with reporters on Tuesday afternoon to discuss Wade's upcoming Hall of Fame in Sherman, right? LeBron James was here for 4 years and gave us tremendous lift and helped Dwayne Wade achieve what he wanted to achieve. But over the body of work here in Miami, Dwayne Wade is the greatest player who ever played for the Heat. That's not an insult to LeBron. That's because of his longevity in the short term that LeBron was here. Now, why would Pat Riley say that? He didn't have to bring a LeBron James name at all. But at any chance he gets to uplift his boy Dwayne Wade, he's going to remind the world that LeBron James was just here for a moment and he left us hanging. So while y'all out here praising LeBron, I'm going to continue to remind y'all and put this in y'all face that y'all GOAT out here was really a fraud. And he was really foul for the way he left us. That's pretty much what Pat Riley is saying. All you got to do is read between the lines because he could have literally said Dwayne Wade is the greatest player who ever put on a uniform for us and left it. Did he do that? Nope. Because he going to remind y'all, it's kids out here born every day who don't know about LeBron. So you got kids for the first time might come out and read something about this and automatically not even like LeBron. You see what I'm saying? So he's going to let you guys know about LeBron. And he has every right to. Let's go here and talk about when LeBron James left Miami and how he did it and why, even if Dwayne Wade wasn't the best player athletically or on the court performance-wise to some people, overall, he's just a better human being than LeBron. And I'm breaking that shit down right now, right? So this is Pat Riley on when LeBron left, right? Because I got to refresh y'all memory. I know y'all bronze sexuals finna come for me or try to get me canceled, so let me pull up the receipts before y'all take me out. Pat Riley says, right, and this was a magazine with Wright Thompson, right? Riley spoke about the phone call he received from James to inform the Heat president he was going back to Cleveland Cavaliers in the summer of 2014. Pat Riley said, quote, I was silent, Riley said. I didn't say anything. My mind began to just go. and it was over. I was very angry when LeBron left. It was personal for me. It just was. I had a very good friend who talked me off the ledge and kept me from going out there and saying something like Dan Gilbert, because we know Dan Gilbert tore his ass up. Dan Gilbert let it go. I'm glad I didn't do it, he says. Right? So you got to think about, if you had people calling you to talk you off a ledge from saying something so vital that would have probably ruined LeBron or assaulted his character, you still have those feelings inside of you. You still got those feelings like in your heart. You still haven't released those emotions. So any chance you get to silently leak those emotions like you did, you gonna do it. I mean, that's human nature, right? And the way LeBron left was messed up. A lot of y'all Bron-sexuals don't want to admit that, but LeBron James cares about nobody but himself and his career. And that's exactly why he won't get another ring, because he wants stuff his way. He's stuck in his old school mindset with the way he used to play, and the game has changed. LeBron believes in controlling the tempo of the ball and bulldozing people. And these kids getting up and down on the court, right? So he won't get another ring because he's still stuck in those diva ways. And even the way he left. And let's go on to talk about the way he left, right? This is y'all boy, right? Y'all boy. And I want y'all to know I'm not a LeBron James hater. I'm just a LeBron James truth teller. It's a difference, right? I'm here to help y'all understand the man y'all worship better, right? Right. Okay, so let's read. It says, after winning the title for Cleveland in 2016, James admitted that people he built close relationships with and trusted in Miami scrutinized him for this departure. According to James, these people even went out of their way to tell him that he'd never win a championship again, which hurt LeBron. When Riley was asked if he was the one James was talking about, he said it wasn't him. But let me tell y'all something. He wasn't the only one that felt like that. He wasn't the only one that felt like that, man. I'm sure the whole Heat organization still has a bitter taste in their mouth about LeBron, because LeBron lets the people handle his business. He doesn't come out and voice how he really feels, but he wants everybody to take pity on him, and he pulled a sucker move. Especially the way Dwayne Wade is supposed to be your best friend, right? Dwayne Wade was supposed to be the banana boat brother. You, Chris Paul, Anthony, Carmelo Anthony. And that's how you do the man, right? So when Pat Riley is getting ready to worship and praise D-Wade, he's going to harness these old feelings. Now let's keep going on how LeBron James left D-Wade. Now this here is the real deal. This was a report from Brian Windhorst, right? And this is from HeatNation.com. And Windhorst goes, of course I asked, why wouldn't you tell Dwayne? Windhorst said on the podcast, if you guys are the greatest of friends, why wouldn't you tell him? In the answer that Rich Paul gave me, I thought at first it sounded kind of fishy. But the more you think about it, the more it's true and tells you how they thought about this. They couldn't ask Dwayne Wade to carry that secret. It would have been unfair to put him in that position, because obviously the Heat would have expected him to tell them. Bro, what? What kind of shit is that? It sounded fishy because it was fishy. Rich Paul is LeBron's right-hand man. He's going to slither through that grass like a snake, just like LeBron James does. So now you care about how unfair it would have been to put D-Wade in this position, right? When you've literally traded your best friend Westbrook, right? You've literally let the media drag him, but you care, right? You literally traded Lonzo, B.I., Josh Hart, all these kids who balling right now, right? Except for Lonzo. I don't know what the fuck going on with Lonzo. But you care about D-Wade all of a sudden, when your man's Carmelo Anthony had to pretty much beg you to give him a job. And you wasn't going to give him a job or suggest that he play with you until you saw him balling out in Portland with Dame. Shout out to Dame, because Dame one of the real ones, right? But all of a sudden you care, right? Okay, y'all, let's keep reading. In reality, Windhorst believes that the team was already expecting it after negotiations in Las Vegas between James and the DWADE team president, Pat Riley, right? The Heat believed that when they walked into the room, they believed LeBron had already made up his mind, Windhorst said. I don't think there's anything you can ever say to them that would change their mind. LeBron would say, I didn't have my mind made up. I was still considering it. LeBron's people just say that that's not true and that they didn't make their final decision until literally the day before the essay came out. They never going to agree on that. Right? Man, get out of here. LeBron knew damn well that the writing was done. The tampering was done. Right? Dan Gilbert already apologized, made a way for LeBron to make his way back home to play with the Heartbreak Kid and go on to win the 2016, was it 2016 or 2017 championship for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But let's talk about how it affected Wade, right? D-Wade. Wade himself was asked about the situation just weeks after it took place in July 2014, with the former Heat legend saying at the time that the simple body language by James was enough to give him an answer. And if y'all watch sports, that's one of the main things I harp on. I made the video yesterday about why LeBron James is going to be miserable because of his body language. It makes people not want to play with him, right? God forbid somebody miss a free throw or a shot, or they guard somebody that's your man, LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like, his body language always tells. And that's something that LeBron James said he's been fighting to work on. But at the end of the day, man, you are who you are, man. You've been doing that shit for years. It probably ain't gonna stop, and you on the inside of everything anyway, right? So Dwayne Wade goes on to say, I went to sleep knowing, Wade said. He called me the next day, but I knew then. Obviously, he still had to say the final yay or nay, but I knew. I could tell as his friend, I'm just supportive. As crazy as that might sound, I'm supportive of my friends doing what makes them happy. Obviously, same thing with him in this situation. You got to do what makes you happy. Selfishly, do what makes you happy. The decision to go back home was that, right? And this goes to show and speak volume on Dwayne Wade's character and why Pat Riley made the statement. I'll pull it back up. Pat Riley made the statement, we're fused at the hip forever, because these are same brothers. These are brothers cut from the same cloth. And you got to respect that. So to all you bronzexuals out there slandering this man, so to all you bronzexuals out there who just can't grasp or grip that D-Wade is the greatest Heat of all time, I just gave y'all concrete evidence. Concrete evidence. I even got the stats pulled up right here, right? Got the stats pulled up for LeBron when he was with the Heat. I got the stats pulled up when Dwayne Wade was with the Heat. Look at this. Points. Games played. Field goal averages. Man, Dwayne Wade was him. You know what I mean? Look at this. Now you can see when LeBron came, yeah, you know, his numbers took a dip. You know what I mean? Because he had to fall back to let LeBron James play his football, basketball. You know what I mean? So let me tell y'all something. Don't think that you're a great because of stats. See, that's what y'all going off of, because this world wants to provide stats and, you know, show y'all the high numbers and the longevity and this and that. I mean, LeBron James is going to break every record if he plays 2 more years. Right? At this point, it's just longevity, but that doesn't equivalate to greatness. It equivalates to appreciation, health, if anything. And we don't know if that's questionable now because of Kel Sonnen coming out accusing the man of taking EPOs and PEDs. So a lot of this stuff we don't know if it's accurate or not, because LeBron ain't came out and said none yet. We don't know. But what we can appreciate, right? What we can appreciate besides all of that is greatness, loyalty, attitude, years, tears, sacrifice of being a good human being, putting on good performances. All that equivalates to greatness. Y'all just thinking about the flashness of it, the numbers, and you know, because you so caught up in the hype of LeBron James till you just don't want to be fair about anybody else. So I agree with Pat Riley. As a Heat player, Dwayne Wade is the greatest player who ever put on a uniform. for us. I agree wholeheartedly. And I think Dwayne Wade handles himself very well. That's a true friend. To know how he really feels on the inside. I don't care what Dwayne Wade says. For him to still, because there's some truth in that. I'm sure that, you know what, he is being supportive. But as a human being in that moment, you find out on a plane, you sitting right on a plane and you couldn't tell me. You know what I mean? Like, I got to land and find out and you was right here because you couldn't face me. Just like you can never face anybody else in the league because you got to use the media to drag them and use your Rich Paul and use your ESPN workers to really voice your frustrations on what you really want to say because you don't know how to handle them yourself. Kudos to Dwayne Wade. He deserves everything, with his Hall of Fame, the first ballot and all. If you guys agree with the content, man, y'all let me know, man. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel. I know y'all about to come for me. All the LeBron James supporters about to act like all this I'm saying is in clear, concrete evidence when I just showed y'all. So y'all let me know how y'all charge to the game. Peace.